Today is Friday, January 12th, the second week of January. Epiphany was over the 6th. This is Glendora and Greg Pass. Very valuable information comes into Happy House 3. And I just feel that it's the best thing to share it with you, because I think it will help you. And helping you is my top priority. How we treat others is our top priority. Good morning, Charles. Gregory Charles Washburn.
Good morning, Glendora. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. You got anything you'd like to start the folks off with?
Oh, it's very, very good to be here. Well, we're in a new year. This is January 2018, and I'm pretty optimistic about this year. And I think there's a lot of good things that are going to be happening throughout the course of this year, and we'll have to try to make that happen. So that's what we're going to do.
Well, 2017 was a very exciting year, very eventful, and we're reviewing it. We're reading the Joy Book. Unfortunately, we're behind. We're only up to January 4th. Maybe we can remedy that. How about you start off where we left off with Compassion Over Killing.
Sure.
The animal organization started by little children as an after-school project in high school in Washington, D.C. And it has survived as an animal help organization all these years.
Oh yeah, this is the the magazine periodical from Compassion Over Killing that they put out, and I'm gonna read some passages quick out of that right now. This is from winter 17-18, which is right now. Let's see here.
Anno Domini, the year of our Lord A.D.
And we're going over to the.
He's finding
All
where
right,
he left off.
So yes, all right, I'll read this right here. C is for compassion, raising a vegan family. Mary Beth Olson, Compassion Over Killing's public relations manager extraordinaire, is a powerhouse voice for animals, shining a media spotlight on Compassion Over Killing's undercover investigations. She's garnered coverage in the New York Times and USA Today. She, her husband Nick, and their 2 young kids are all happily and healthfully vegan. Here Mary Beth shares with us the whys, hows, and joys of raising a vegan family. And there's some questions and answers quick, and I'll tell you one right now. What's your advice for parents new to feeding their families vegan foods? Hang in there and have fun with it. Not every day will be perfect, but it's about trying your best. I find it joyful and rewarding to be vegan, especially getting to do it together as a family. Are there obstacles that you faced? Eating with family and friends seemed like a challenge at first, but I quickly found there are so many easy vegan options. If I go to a party, I like to bring a vegan dish and help others taste for themselves how delicious plant-based food really is.
And folks, you really wouldn't know the difference. These vegan recipes are like your other recipes. It's just no animal products, and you really wouldn't know the difference.
And she, they ask her what inspired her to go vegan. And she states, I knew from a very young age that something didn't seem right about eating animals, and first went vegan in 5th grade. Which is pretty young, 5th grade. Sadly, our family pediatrician didn't know much about vegan eating, and he advised against it. I had lost the battle. A few years ago, I watched a video of a cow headed to slaughter. Heartbroken and moved to act, I decided to go vegan. She soon shifted to professional gears, from beauty and celebrity PR to PR for animal causes.
How can anybody do that?
And
A
she,
sweet, lovable, darling cow. How can anybody do that to her?
and she says, she asks, well, what is your goal as a vegan parent? Her goal as a vegan and a parent in general is to raise kind, generous, and compassionate children. I want them to be open-minded individuals who respect everyone. They may or may not choose to continue being vegan when they're older, but for now, I want to raise a family that puts their love of animals into action by simply not eating them.
Oh, I love her. Tell us again her name.
Her name is Mary Beth Olson, and she works for Compassion Over Killings.
In
She's
Washington,
the
D.C.
public relations manager.
Extraordinaire. Gregory, we have to send $50 to them today. And also $50 to Friends of Animals.
Yeah. And
Look at that, darling. How can they do that to those sweetie pies? Oh, they're so lovable. Look at this one. What do they want? Just their own life that God gave them? That's all they want. Leave them alone.
There we go. Okay. All right. On last September 2nd last year, Compassion Over Killing, they had a they called it a DC's Veg Fest 2017 in Washington, and over 20,000 people came to learn about vegan foods and eating.
20,000?
And that's a lot of people in Washington D.C. They had that. They
Wow.
called it the DC Veg Fest. That's what they called that there.
It's every spring, isn't it? Yeah, every spring.
Yeah, every spring. September, right before school starts.
So put that in the in-mail.
All right.
And we'll send them
Okay.
right there, $50.
All right.
Show the people this, whatever this is. We don't know what it is.
Well, we.
This is a
What?
4-foot package from Jimmy Talbot.
Uh-huh. Well, here at the Happy House, we get an awful lot of interesting mail, and things come and go here. But this is a package from Mr. Talbot and from Beverly Hills, California. Mailed it to Glendora. We just got it, and
Let's open it.
would you like to open
Yeah,
this up right now?
the razor. Get the razor over there, and then I can talk to the people in the
All
meantime.
right, sure. All right. Okay.
Uh, now the same goes for these darling pigs. What do they want, folks? Is it asking too much to live the life that God gives you? Why do you have to be born into cruelty, to being kicked and beaten and clubbed, and live in filth and eat dirty food? And then people in the meantime eat the dirty food that's inside of you? No, it just doesn't make sense. Okay, put it up here in the chair.
Okay, sure. Yeah. And well, we're gonna open this. See what the mail has brought us here today. So, and it's a big package. The postage was not inexpensive, I don't think.
How much was it? Tell them.
Oh, it says the postage on this was
$23.
over $23 just to mail this from. But I have to say it did come priority within I think 2 to 3 days from California.
I will tell you the meat analogs of vegetarian meats. We have hot dogs, folks, all kinds of hot dogs. We have all kinds of hamburgers. I recommend as the best Morningstar Farms original grillers. We have pork substitutes. That would be tender bits. We have meatballs, chicken, chicken breast, and sliced chicken and sliced turkey. These are vegan. Some of them are vegan, some of them are vegetarian. We have,
Goodness gracious.
we have vegan ice cream. We have vegan candy, we have vegan cookies. Vegan turkey, vegan bologna, vegan salami, a vegan ham. Oh, that's delicious. We have a veggie roast. You just can't beat that. You have to cook it for an hour and a half, and it is so tasty. So these are the options you have. You have every one. We have egg replacer. You don't have to take a hen's babies away from her. Okie dokie.
Alright. So here we have from Mr. Talbot. I think there's a little belated Christmas card there.
Well, can
You
you
can see-
open it for us?
You can see it's all, the package is all wrapped up in wrapping paper, it looks like.
Oh, it's a Christmas present, folks, and it's so heavy.
Oh, yeah.
No wonder it cost $23.
Oh, yeah, it was,
Well, it still is too much.
yeah, just.
However, Post Office, you're all right by me. I acclaim the U.S. Post Office.
Oh, it says, here to Glendora, Merry Christmas 2017 and many more to come. It says, Bean Jimmy. It
Bean
says-
Jimmy, we used to call each other Beans. Bean Marie Santos, Bean Charles Olson, Bean Jimmy, Bean Glendora.
No, that's
That's so sweet. That was when they watched the SS Glendora children's TV show 1955 to 1962.
That's very good.
Thank you for that, Greg.
Check this out quick. All right.
What an interesting
So-
package.
Well, it's pretty interesting here. So,
The length, the breadth, the height, the width, the depth, as St. Paul says, of God's love for you.
yeah. Okay. Well, he sure wrapped it up here pretty good. So. All right. So, okay.
It's
Okay.
beginning to unfold.
Coming out.
Oh my, what a practical present. It's a beauty.
The new tripod.
Wow, it is a beauty.
Isn't that nice? Or, yeah, that's nice.
Show them head on, honey. Oh, look at it.
It's a
Look
good
at
one,
it,
so.
folks. What are the features that this expensive tripod has that we don't on our $35 ones?
Oh, this one has it has adjustable legs, and you can adjust the height.
I need adjustable
And,
legs, particularly the right one.
Yeah, adjustable legs, and you can make it as short or as tall as you want it. And it has
Does it have a level?
there's a little level. It's got
Tells you if your picture straight up.
it's got a little level. It doesn't have a compass to tell you where north is, but it doesn't have that. But it has a little bubble level in it, and you can fix your camera to this, and it has a base plate that is removable. You put the plate in your camera, and then you can easily put your camera on and off at a moment's notice.
What a Christmas present.
And
I guess that costs 3 times what the postage did.
and Glendora gets very good use out of her equipment, and from time to time some of the equipment from use it starts to sometimes it starts to fail.
Just the
But,
way I do.
But it has a crank to raise it and lower it, and
And to pan it
yeah, you can pan left or right
and
or
to
up or
tilt
down.
it.
And it's very nice. It's a nice
Yeah.
tripod here. So.
Thank you, James Talbot. Bean Jimmy, 7-year-old, came to volunteer on the children's show, the SS Glendora in 1955.
Yeah, thank you very much. So that's very nice. We have that. Okay. All right. And well, yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Talbot.
What's that, honey?
This is the section Title 18 of the
Yes,
US
read
Code.
that. I think this is very important, folks. Remember this.
This is Yeah, this is it says Section 1001 of Title 18 of the United States Code provides as follows. This is about false statements and documents. Whoever in any matter within the jurisdiction of any department or agency of the United States knowingly and willfully falsifies, conceals, or covers up by any trick, scheme, or device a material fact, or makes any false, fictitious, or fraudulent statements or representations, or makes or uses any false writing or document, knowing the same to contain any false, fictitious, or fraudulent statement or entry, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 5 years, or both, it states. So.
Folks, that is rampant in the courts, rampant in the federal courts, state courts, and the municipal courts. This, and nobody ever enforces it.
Yeah, making false statements. That's interesting.
Oh yes, I've seen that in false documents. I have counted up their lies. I think they were 400 that the feds had made. And this,
Here we have, here's a passage from the, this is, excuse me, .com. This is a reading from the Bible. This is John chapter 15, verse 9 through 17. There's the reading from the Bible, then there's a little insight at the bottom. It states, as the Father loved me, I also have loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may remain in you, and that your joy may be full. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, than to lay down one's life for his friends. You are my friends if you do whatever I command you. No longer do I call you servants, for a servant does not know what his master is doing. But I have called you friends, for all things that I heard from my Father I have made known to you. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you that you should go and bear fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatever you ask the Father in my name, he may give you. These things I command you, that you love one another. And the insight at the bottom is Jesus told his followers, you are my friends if you do whatever I command you. Obedience to the word places us in harmony with the person and plan of a holy and loving God. But we are also warned, whoever therefore wants to be a friend of the world makes himself an enemy of God. A friendly response to the sinful ways of the world is hostile to the ways of God. These two friendships are incompatible.
this is my commandment to you. You love one another as I have loved you.
That's pretty good stuff. All right, here we go. Here's a reading. There's a Bible reading here from Ephesians chapter 3, verse 14 through 21. For this reason I bow my knees to the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, from whom the whole family in heaven and earth is named, that he would grant you, according to the riches of his glory, to be strengthened with might through his Spirit in the inner man, that Christ may dwell in...
Say that again. That you may be strengthened.
Let's see. That he would grant you, according to the riches of his glory, to be strengthened with might through his Spirit in the inner man.
Be strengthened in the inner man. How do you do that? You go to your inner sanctum, where you are alone, and you listen to the wealth, the riches of His glory that are inside of you, and you catch on to it, and you live it.
And that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith, that you, being rooted and grounded in love, may be able to comprehend with all the saints what is the width and length and depth and height, to know the love of Christ which passes knowledge, that you may be filled with all the fullness of God. Now to Him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. To Him be glory in the church by Christ Jesus to all generations, forever and ever. Amen.
Good going, Paul Apostle. Now you could take that with you to your inner sanctum. And you could look at those lovely phrases in there, the fullness of to be filled with the fullness of God, the glory of His riches, the height, the depth. We were saying about Jimmy Talbot's package, the height, the depth, the width of God's love for you. And you could just think about that, and you'll come out glowing. What is the song? Breathe on us, breath of God, until we are wholly Thine, until this earthly part of us glows with Thy Spirit divine. Don't you want to do that? I do. Will you help me do it?
Okay. This is a page from the Bible. This is Isaiah here.
Oh, that Isaiah. Yes. Just read the.
Let's see.
Well, I would read the whole thing. Isaiah 11, verse 7. Excuse me, verse 6. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 6.
Yeah, that's right here. States the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb. The leopard shall lie down with the young goat. The calf and the young lion and the fatling together. And a little child shall lead them. The cow and the bear shall graze. Their young ones shall lie down together. And the lion shall eat straw like the ox. The nursing child shall play by the cobra's hole. The weaned child shall put his hand in the viper's den. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain. For the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea.
You notice that? That the bull will eat straw? I mean the ox, yeah. That the ox will, who is it? Yeah, the lion will eat straw like the bull.
Yeah, like the ox.
Yeah, excuse me. The lion will eat straw like the bull.
And,
that's going to happen. Isaiah promised us that. Yep, it's going to happen, animals. Mm-hmm. It's too late for you who are being agonized right now, but it's coming. Mm-hmm. It's coming.
Now here's a flyer from. The interesting thing is that Thanksgiving last year, Glendora went to had a vegan Thanksgiving, and she went to a guest house, the Red Robin Song Guest
Bed
House.
and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast, and they provided a vegan Thanksgiving meal, and I was not there, but evidently there was well attended. There was a lot of people there that day. And
it was 40 people. They were all vegan. They wouldn't even let you in if you were a vegetarian. You had to be vegan. And those dishes, such as we were saying, these are better than the dishes or as good as any dish you could ever make that isn't vegan. 40 dishes of delicious, healthful food. Isn't that right, honey?
It's 85 acres of private hiking trails, but you can enjoy a vegan breakfast while watching rescued farm animals play.
Isn't that terrific? They
And-
rescue farm animals.
And they evidently they have animals there. I see goats, see pictures of goats and things like that. And I would like to go see that someday myself.
Where is it? It's on Route 20 in West Lebanon, which is between Pittsfield and Nassau, or Pittsfield and Albany, Lebanon Mountain, and it's near the raceway, and it's on Schoolhouse Road. If you're going east on Route 20, you would make a right.
Okay. All right. Let's see and this is oh, and if you've been watching Glendora's show, maybe you've seen scenes from that day of the Thanksgiving with the roaring fire built up in the fireplace they had, and it seems like a very nice place. This is a page from Manhattan Neighborhood Network, which you graciously donated money to the Manhattan Neighborhood Network,
Now let's send them more.
and this is a thank you letter that they sent to Glendora. Here's
Signed by whom?
signed by the Dan Coughlin, the president and CEO of the Manhattan Neighborhood Network. This is a public access channel down in New York City. And this is a receipt, and he was nice enough to send a thank you letter to Glendora for that.
Okay,
So-
we'll send him more.
and okay.
Now this is Lucent Magazine. It's the alumni publication of American International College, Springfield, Mass. They wrote a 5,000 page article about the ups and downs of the Glendora television career. And it's good for you young people to know that this is how it goes. Up and down, up and down, up and down. But that you persevere.
Oh, it sure does. There.
Can you read the last page of that article to the folks?
All right. From the magazine. You want me to read from the magazine?
I would read it from the magazine.
from
if
here,
we know
right?
where we started.
Yeah,
Oh.
this marked my spot. This was a inter. Should you want to say something?
We're actually on the last page, on another. Is this the last page of the article?
I think it. No, it's not. It goes on a little bit there. So it goes on. This is the last page right here. So, and I think I stopped right about here. I think.
Do you
before,
really
so.
think that's where you stopped? Okay.
I think so, but it's an extensive. Interview and article on Glendora.
Written by Ellen Dooley, a
And,
master writer.
And there's Glendora right in the cover, and her attire there. So I'm just gonna read some passages from the interview.
We'll read it from here through there,
Sure, yeah.
please.
Oh, yeah. Glendora.
Okay.com?
Glendora landed a job as a script girl at NBC, running the mimeograph machine in the basement. This was television in its infancy. The money, creativity, the excitement. People ate TV dinners in front of it. You would hear people discussing what they saw on television the night before. And Glendora made the most of her foot in the door moment, running last-minute script changes upstairs to the cast of Dragnet meeting Groucho Marx, who was filming You Bet Your Life, running into Robert Young of Father's Knows Best fame, kicking the canteen machine because he lost his money trying to get a candy bar or something, evidently. And but the most exhilarating connection was with Bob Hope, her hero of humor. I had collected 4 scrapbooks of him, and when I showed him one, he said to his agent, "She has more pictures of me than you do." He was on the radio then at NBC, and after he finished audio taping his show, if he felt like it, he would stay and tell a few jokes for the studio audience. He let me try out my monologue in the after show, and I came floating in on the wings of Bob Hope, his his favorite engineer, Johnny Pollock, would boost the audio from me so the laughter sounded twice as loud. And he recorded it for me on a platter. Glendora also got to know Jack Douglas, an aspiring comedian and writer for Hope, when she took a hiatus during the summer to go back east. Douglas asked if she'd do him a favor and drive the car he'd left at his summer home in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, back to Hollywood. Glendora agreed, and she and her mother, who came along for the ride, drove Douglas's 1950 black Buick convertible across the country like the intrepid heroines of a madcap Hollywood movie. Glendora continued at NBC while the Colgate Comedy Hour was going strong with the likes of Eddie Cantor, Dean Martin, and Jerry Lewis, and Abbott and Costello. She had her comedy platter, a presentation card that the people from Dragnet had printed up for her, and professional photographs, but she knew if she was going to make it, she needed experience. I decided to go back to Springfield, find a small television station, and get myself in front of the camera. Her career as a children's show host began in 1953 with Glendora and Her Pitcher Party, which aired on Channel 19 in Pittsfield, Massachusetts for 15 minutes once a week. An artist from the Springfield Public Library would illustrate an incident from the life of a famous historical figure, and youngsters would come on the show and tell the story as they saw it, in their own words. I just wrote the show up, put it under my arm, and took it up to the Berkshires. And one of the first lessons I learned is to get a sponsor. Glendora soon moved to WMUR in Manchester, New Hampshire, where she launched a much more ambitious endeavor, the SS Glendora, in which she played the ship's captain, and local children would play her sailors. The general manager loved the program, and he ran the show for 45 minutes, 5 days a week. It was charming live television, creative and educational. I always spoke to the children as though they were peers, and it had a great effect. In the midst of all this career building, on Christmas Day in 1954, Glendora married Franklin Buell, a reporter for the Springfield Union, and former boyfriend of a young woman she had first traveled to California with. Franklin would eventually become a star of the Buffalo Evening News, writing stories about people doing great things, a theme that runs through both of their work. Franklin passed away in 2003, and Glendora, she maintains an archive museum of their respective work. Is that?
You finished that page?
Not yet, the whole page. That means an archive of their work. An archive of her work, including tens of thousands of pages of court documents from her judicial activism days, and every piece her husband ever wrote during his 37-year career as a journalist. After leaving WMUR, Glendora landed at WBZ-TV, the Westinghouse station in Boston, the largest in New England. After searching all over Massachusetts and even up to Buffalo for sponsors, I finally went to a little one-man advertising agency in Hartford, Connecticut, and asked if he had any sponsors for the SS Glendora. It turns out he had one client, Milton Bradley, which also just happened to be owned by James Shea, a trustee of American International College. The SS Glendora now attracted the attention of some of the top newspapers in the country, including the Boston Globe, the Boston Post, and the Christian Science Monitor.
And the Boston Herald.
I had so many ideas that I was working so hard. My parents helped with the costumes, and I wrote the show in a room on the second floor of 19 Colonial Avenue, just west of American International College. Though it seemed like a match made in sponsor heaven, the connection with Milton Bradley was short-lived. Dismayed but not discouraged, Glendora shopped the show around, and the SS Glendora sailed on to General Electric's WRGB in Schenectady, New York, where it ran 5 days a week before eventually morphing into Satellite 6, with Glendora the captain of a 1950s style sci-fi spaceship and running cartoons such as Felix the Cat and Bugs Bunny. Yeah, and that's the whole page there.
Okay, why don't you mark that?
So, okay.
Resume here.
All right, sure. All right.
So, you see, boys and girls, how it goes up and down, up and down. And right now, it's up. It's up. 11,830 TV shows, 68 TV stations, 46 years, and the TV stations go from Boston to San Diego. It's up all right, and it's up so much I don't think we can keep up with it. It's really an enterprise too large for a couple of people to handle. But we will see what comes from above.
Yeah, I just would like to say quick that reading about you searching for a sponsor, that I guess that must have been not easy, knocking on doors and talking to people, but eventually you see from perseverance and not giving up that eventually you did get a sponsor, and life moved on and things worked out.
Good point.
And you just have to stick with your goal and work towards your goal, and don't ever give up.
Good for you, Gregory Charles
Yeah.
Osborne.
Okay.
Now, yes. What is this red folder, huh?
This is the let's see here. This folder is let's see. This is this is your phone contacts here.
By the way, that entire Lucent article of 5,000 words was demanded by the president of the Folsom Family Association of America, Glendora Vesta Folsom Buell. He demanded that it be printed in the Folsom Bulletin. 5,000 words. Leon Folsom.
Oh, this
And Frances Wooden, the editor, did it along with her 96-year-old mother, Gladys.
yeah, this folder. This is some of your telephone contacts here with the
Oh, is that so?
hard copy. This is a hard
Oh.
copy of some of your.
Greg,
phone
I want
contacts.
you to know that you were very, very helpful in putting those in large print for me to read. And I've done 2 pages of them. They're what you call altruism calls. You just call people because they need a telephone call. And you talk with them, and you encourage them, and you sing them a hymn, say a prayer with them, tell them a joke.
Yeah.
So I've done 2 whole pages, thanks to you.
Yeah, and the Glendora spends a lot of effort on the telephone phoning a lot of people, her sponsors and other people, and I think the list on the wall is she's made 57,000 telephone calls, counting since
2003.
Since what, 2003? 57,000 phone calls. And I have no reason to doubt that at all. So, no, not at all. So. All right.
Now, I think we should go over very quickly to help the animals and to help friends of animals and to help you. Just list the articles, just list the titles of the articles. Friends of Animals magazine.
Yeah, this is a Friends of Animals magazine. This is
Send
winter,
them $50 too.
winter 17, 18. I think it just came in the mail yesterday.
I think you did.
Okay. Some of the articles in here is articles about the Canada Goose clothing company. I guess up in Canada. There's a year in review at Friends of Animals Primate Sanctuary.
Primate Sanctuary, where they rescue chimpanzees that are being experimented upon,
And
that the U.S. government is giving grants for.
And there's another one, Olympic size activism is changing the dog meat industry. And movies matter when it comes to animal rights.
Movies matter when it comes to animals' rights.
And,
If you dare look at some of what the cruelty that goes on the internet, if you dare look at it, I don't think you would ever use animal products again.
And there's sections on legal matters, sanctuary life, and some movie reviews. I guess when it comes to this is for better or worse. Movies matter when it comes to animal rights. Legislative watch, the legislation in the industry.
Friends of Animals is very intense about legislation. They sue.
And there's a pet talk. Get your paws
Pet
on
Talk. PetTalk.com.
get your paws on the latest the latest pet technology. And
She just curled her toes and curled her fingers.
she's sleeping away there. She's happy, but
She follows us around.
the veg news. One of a kind clinic offers a plant-based approach to health.
Who is that?
One of a kind clinic there.
Oh, One of a Kind Clinic. Okay.
Oh, didn't mention the name of it, but yeah, there's an article in here. There's a clinic, and they'll have to tune in to read it. There's people who inspire and cheers and jeers, and it's
Cheers and Jeers.
cheers and jeers, and everything in here. People write in letters, and a lot of Friends of Animals material there. So
Now, when people send letters asking for money to help the animals, and there are so many of those, and I am grateful that so many people are helping animals. Do you think they're really helping animals? You don't think they're scams? And we send money to them, always $5 money order. We buy 10 $5 money orders at a time. And we enclose animal literature. And one of the things we will do, folks, is we'll take this magazine and we'll send 2 pages of it to each letter that we send out the $5 money order to. And we've got a lot of in-mail to do.
yeah.
Do you have anything you'd like to say before we do the finale?
Oh my goodness. Also, Glendora, being vegan, Glendora, she gets a lot of vegan food here, and she also saves the cartons and the wrappers, and retains them, and then and she actually mails them throughout to subscribers across the country to promote vegan eating. That these are there's different menu options available to eat with a vegan diet, and she does that. And last night we had a vegan pizza and no cheese pizza.
Amy's.
Yeah, very very good. So
Oh, they are good,
it
yeah.
was good. So
I like the Amy's cheese, no cheese pizza the best.
and it's
Do you like the rice crust?
it's
The rice crust?
well, it's tasty. It's a spinach and pizza with a rice crust, and I baked it in the oven last night, and it was very good. So
Another thing that is very helpful, folks, is that if Defenders for Animals sends and wants money, okay, we take a 9x12 envelope and we put in a $5 check, a money order, and then we put in maybe the cardboard of Amy's Pizza to encourage them to be vegan. And then we leave it. And then another one will come in from Best Friends. So we take the literature of Best Friends and we put it into the Defenders of Animals, and on it we wrote, "We sent them $5, can you?" And then when the next request for animal money comes in, we take the defenders' literature and write on it, we sent them $5, can you, and put it in that request. Keep sending them on and on.
Thereby passing on the information that we do.
Gregory Glendora, pass it on.
And now here is did you want me to show Mary's book? Quick?
Oh, yes, yes, thank you for that, Greg.
And this is an acquaintance of Glendora's. Mary, her name is Mary Lawrence. She wrote this book, Eat Vegan with Me.
Eat Vegan with Me.
And this book just came out, and Glendora retained Mary Lawrence to come to her vegetarian supper, which Glendora puts a vegetarian supper on. And Mary Lawrence came with prepared dishes, and our group met at the local church up the street, and we had a very nice vegan meal that night. And Mary Lawrence gave her a presentation on vegan cooking, and it was very, very entertaining. And she just put this book out, which is filled with information about vegan eating. And,
Mary Lawrence did.
Yeah, Mary Lawrence, and it's got there's recipes. She's got recipes and different ways of cooking without using animal products and things like that. And it's got a wealth of information inside the book there. I have to say that.
Did you tell me that this paperback would cost about $19?
Yes. Yeah, it's about maybe $19.99, I think.
Oh, it does say so on it?
But you can't. There's no. You can't put a price on cutting down your risk of heart disease and your diet and getting overweight and it's a small
arthritis
price
too.
to pay. So.
Arthritis and high blood pressure and even cancer, particularly prostate cancer. Plant-based diet. Thank you, Mary Lawrence. We sent her $30, didn't we?
Oh yeah, I think we did. So.
Or did Austin do that?
Yeah, we did. So for her goodwill there. And this is the Ten Commandments there. I don't know if we read that already there. So let's see now.
Gregory's going to read you the Ten Commandments.
Yeah, I'm going to read I'm going to read that, and the time is just right. This is a list of. I'll show you this to you right here, if you haven't seen this before. But this is a list of. Sometimes for youngsters growing up, they're trying to learning about religion and life, and the Bible may seem imposing to them, but we have to try to explain it to youngsters growing up. And this is a list of the Ten Commandments written in children's language, so that they could understand it. And I'm going to read through that. Number 1 is love God more than you love anything else. Hi, .com.
Love how you treat others more than you love anything else.
And don't make anything in your life more important than God.
Don't make anything in your life more important than how you treat others.
And let's see here. Number 3, always say God's name with love and respect. Number 4, honor the Lord by resting on the 7th day of the week. Love and respect your mom and dad. Number 6, never hurt anyone.
That includes animals.
Number 7, always be faithful to your husband or wife. Number 8, don't take anything that is not yours. Do not steal. Number 9, always tell the truth. Number 10, be happy with what you have. Don't wish for other people's things. That's number 10.
Well, I hope all these things helped you folks. I would like to help you. I need your help. I need your help trying to make how we treat others the most important thing in our lives. I'm through, Gregory, if you want to.
You're through. So we would like to say goodbye for now, and hope everybody has a very good January. All right.
And may the grace of God and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit and the love of Jesus Christ be with you and all of those you love. Amen. Look at this, my dear people. It's 59 degrees on the 12th of January, and the snow is all gone. And we have put the jokes on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for yesterday and today. And there's the in-mail.
Good signal here, so that's good.
We thought the uploading, tweeting, and posting would be faster up here on the porch in the fresh air, but I don't think it is. It's just as slow as it is down below. Do you think if I got a $300 camera, it would be faster? I mean, computer phone. Calling voicemail mobile.
Please enter your password, then press pound.
Good morning, Glendora. This is John. I'll call you back. Bye.
That's Admiral
End of
John, my
message.
nephew.
To erase this message, press 7. To send
Press star.
Hi there, everybody.
Press star.
Hey, John.
at the tone, record your greeting. At the end of your greeting, press pound.
Hey, folks, the economists say that the economy is going to pick up in the last quarter. And one man says, well, good, I'm down to my last quarter.
Glendora.
Welcome back to Dropbox, Glendora.
We're emailing to let you know that your account under your email address is safe and marked as active. So that's a good thing. So.
That's good, archive it.
All right. Okay, that takes care of that. Then there's a BNN. Is that what? Bronx
That's Boston Neighborhood
Boston
Network.
Neighborhood Network. It says, be aware that BNN will be operating under holiday hours, and
Delete.
and that's about it. So okay, we don't need that. And then there's here's the email from Bruce. He says, hi Glendora, I have completed the edit of your interview with Wayne Collins, and I've dropped off a copy of it at the post office. You should get it, and we have it right here. So we got that.
Isn't that wonderful?
And then do I delete or archive?
Archive.
Archive. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. And that's it for the primary. Then I go to a social now. And I see. Let's see here. Facebook. A lot of Facebooks here. Here it says. Facebook, you have 34 new notifications, one event invite, and 4 pokes. I'm not sure what that is.
34?
Yeah, that's what it says. That's because we were doing some stuff. So, okay. So what we can do is go check out Facebook and all that to check that out. And that's just a Facebook email from Facebook to let you know what's going on. So do you want me to archive or delete?
No.
Or would delete it or
delete.
because we're gonna go check it anyway. So
Yeah, delete.
and then these and that is that's about it. That's all I see on here right now. That's the
Do you find those people you might know?
yeah, I have to go check that out. Okay, we'll go to okay, here we go. Yeah, that's on Facebook. This is a Gmail. So I have to get out of the Gmail, clear, and I go to Facebook now, and go on.
Notification.
Yeah, yeah, it's got the bell up at the bell. It says a 5. It's got a red 5 on the bell, so I'm gonna tap that, and it says. Oh, there's like a lot of duplicates from like Gmail. Some people, they had birthdays and all that, and
Mark 'em as red.
and then okay, all right. Let's go to here. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, all right. Let's see here. Go mark him as red. Okay, in pretty good shape here. Okay. Go to go on to top pad. All right.
Did you delete the ones people you may know?
Let's see.
Or didn't they come up?
People you may know. Victoria. Victoria, she went on Facebook here. She's she's from blue to white,
Yeah.
and
It's 5.
blue to white. So. And then this one here. Okay. And there's people you may know. Remove. That's about it, I think. That is it.
People you may know, Gregory's removing them.
And
Would you kindly read that again?
it's because we boosted a post, and the results were the reach was 2642.
2642?
Yeah, the reach, and then the 3 second video views is 1295 from their that boost. We boosted one of them there. Yeah, we boosted the. That's what we got. That's about it. That's all it says right there.
Would you like to boost one of them today?
Possibly.
One that we did today?
Yeah, we could do that. Once I have to just check them on. Once they're all posted on everything, then we can boost it. So, but here I'm gonna go on Yellow Hat Facebook here, and go down to. We're gonna look at the recent videos, and it's gonna show. It shows the 2 jokes we just put up with the purple there and purple there. So these are both up on Yellow Hat.
Good.
The ones we just did 27 minutes ago.
Good.
And then I'm going to go to over to the top hat. I guess I go to top hat now. Go to top hat, and I'm going to go to posts. and it's going to show me.
Welcome to 30 seconds. Dark.
How about that? Yeah. I don't know
Patient.
about that. Yeah, these should have gone up on there. Post. Yeah, I tried to post the recent ones and I don't see them. All right. So I'll go to. Okay, the weather is the right here. The Weather Channel. It's gonna come up here now. The NASA says 61 and cloudy. It says 61. Yeah.
On the
And,
12th of January, Friday.
61, and you can see there's like a little radar picture there. It shows East Greenbush and the radar, and it says rain starting at 1:15 p.m. And then you go to the 89% humidity, and it shows you when the sun rises and the sun sets at 4:43, and it shows the hourly forecast for today, and it's kind of wet, and then it shows the daily forecast is now look at that, look at the week. It goes from the highs of the week, 61 today, 28 tomorrow, and then 17 degrees on Sunday, and then it says 25 degrees on Monday, and 31 on Tuesday, and 24 on Wednesday. That's the schedule of the weather. That's what it shows there. So it's a
Are
wide.
they accurate, so far as you know?
Yeah, pretty close. Well, we have to wait till next week to find out, but it's pretty you got a wide range in temperatures there.
Yeah.
Big wide range in temperatures.
Yes, it's amazing.
Next. Publish. Should be publishing. Should go. And
Oh, good. So they're all up
I
there.
think that's about it. If you want to,
Sweep. I want to sweep.
you want to sweep it or okay.
Yeah, I want to sweep. Sweep it clean.
Okay, clear all. There we go. The sweeper is right. Can we go to what screen is that on here now? It's oh, here it is. Okay, there's a sweeper right here. So
Don't you love it?
it just kind of goes pretty quick. So okay, all right.
Can you get the SD card on it?
I think it did sweep whatever it did. You know,
Oh, yeah.
it seems pretty good.
Oh, he does. Can you get the SD card to show up?
We'll go to settings up here, and go down to the data is good and all. Storage, go to that. All right, it goes to storage. Yeah, there's still a lot of space on this phone, really. Okay, it's got available space. So the phone, the storage, the card, it still doesn't. Yeah, it still doesn't. It doesn't see the card. I don't see it down here yet. It's not in the card there, so it's been. The card is in there, but it does not. Yeah, it does not recognize the card, but the phone is still good because you have like all the gray is all open space. You have all that big gray spot there, so it's 35% empty. You have all that space on it, so, and that's it's like a 5.74 gigabyte available on that, and but the system and the used space fills up that. So. But all the gray is free, so right now. But down at the card down here, it's not seeing the card. I don't see the card on there at all. I don't see the card, but that's about it. So anyways, everything is still pretty good. I don't see any problems with it, but airplane mode, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth is on, so that's about it. I can't do any much more with it. So
Okay, you're gonna do boost.
yeah, we could do. You want to do that right now?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we'll go to Facebook, and they boost them on. Let's say. Okay, let's see. We'll go down to your. There's everybody else. It's everybody else's stuff. You want to go to. What are we looking for here? We'll go to. All right. I'm gonna go to your videos here. Boost. Now, what do you boost it on? The yellow hat or the top hat?
Top hat.
You do it on you boost it on the top hat. All right. So go to go into the top hat right here, and it's in the top hat, and we'll go down to like videos here. Go to videos. It's gonna come up. Okay, what I would do is, I think that's the one that I boosted before. Let's see, I would say, we'll boost to one of these, one of the ones that are shut indoors here.
Welcome to Glendora, 30 seconds. A diet is something you put on. I would boost the second one. Have you heard about the Wonder Diet?
You mean that we put up today?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Second one, or yeah, it's not on the top pad. Yeah, it's on.
Not on the top hat?
No, it's not on the top pad.
Oh,
yeah,
then
it's
don't
not
boost
showing
any.
up, so okay, all right.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a shirt, I'll be right back and show them the extension cords. Where are the leads?
Here at Walmart. We're here at Walmart. We're looking for the new Samsung Galaxy $300 phone here, Samsung Galaxy Android, which I assume that they show here, but currently they are not in stock. It is not in stock now. The phone is not in stock. I can't read the box. So, as of right now, they don't have one at this Walmart. Sold out.
Actually, there is. This is a SD card.
Yeah, right. Can I see that? All right. So, it's got 128 gig, and the SIM card.
That's a SIM card, right?
It's got it in there. So is there anything you can do to get it to work? Anything? Get it to show that card, because the memory is being used up in the phone, and we want to switch it over to the card, and we can't do that. So. And does it hurt it to take the card out when the phone is
No, that's
turned on at all? It
no,
doesn't hurt
that's
it?
wrong.
Anyways, I don't know what it's gonna do, but anyways,
I'm not sure what. So this phone is not recognizing that the SD card is in it. That's why it actually showing
Yeah, the storage.
insert an SD card.
Insert it. Yeah.
Yeah,
it doesn't,
that's
it doesn't
weird.
know. It doesn't know that it has one. In it.
Right.
But it's not. It's not that the card is bad. The SD
No,
card is still
that
good.
that was brand new. You bought it, right?
Yeah, it was brand new, I guess. I gotta give you my phone. I thought if there was a card over in a case, that means you had the phone was in stock for the other one. But
No,
they're sold
those
out.
are expensive ones. We put it back here. That's why I checked. We don't have any.
And it's not in, right? So it's sold out. Or...
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. And I try to get the 100 packs of DVDs, and I can only find the 50s. You don't have the hundreds for like $30 or something like that, but I got two 50s, and it's like it's too much money for them.
Are you trying game?
And do you have any Nintendo classics in or Super anything?
No,
stuff?
we don't get shipping
they're
for
gone,
that
right?
item very often.
Yeah, they're going so.
We get like maybe 4 or 5, then instantly
There you
within
go.
2 or 3 hours we go.
Oh yeah. Wow. That's something.
Attention associates, I need customer assistance to sporting goods with the keys. Customer assistance is needed to sporting goods with the keys, please.
Do those TV sets over there? Do they all work over there? The boxes there, but they're on clearance or something.
Yeah, if there is anything missing, it actually says
Yeah, it
on
says
the is missing screws.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the 40-inch, that one doesn't have any screws in it. The other one is all good.
Everything's there. Oh yeah. But they were like display ones.
Some people don't like how they look, and
Oh,
people
yeah.
return it. That's what they
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. So what do you think of the 4K TVs? You think they're worth it?
4K
to get a
is the newest
It's a good
TV.
picture.
It's
Good
very
picture.
good picture. Yeah, compared to Full HD, it's much better than.
Isn't it? Or it just has a refresh rate. Gives you a smooth, like fluid-looking picture, right? And it.
Refresh rate is another factor, but the
Because sometimes
4K itself is much.
Yeah, if you're watching like a basketball game and they're running back and
Right,
forth, and it kind of.
So you have to get something about 2. Usually, all these TVs are 120 refresh rate.
Uh huh.
But if you look for 240, you will see the difference when you play games or watch something fast moving.
Yeah, right.
You'll be able to see the difference.
Yeah, right.
This one, I don't think I'm able to do anything for you because the phone itself is not even recognizing that it's there. I don't know. I think something wrong with the phone
Yeah,
itself.
something's wrong with it. Though. Yeah. Although it's still.
What you
it's
can?
Still
How long
functions.
ago did you buy this phone?
It was bought in I think 2016. I think in October maybe. Sometime towards the end, middle to end of 16.
Oh, okay.
So now it's like going on about a year and a half old, I guess, or so. And I didn't buy it, but it. I mean, it works, but it's just an SD card.
The SIM card is working, but the SD card, that's what I'm
SIM card
confused why it's not.
And is there a place that could fix that, or is it like?
I mean, you can fix it.
Or is there like some people they say they fix them or something? I don't know. But it's not like it doesn't have a broken screen, but I don't know. I mean, you would just have to take it apart to fix it.
Yeah, you had to open this up and there's something going on.
Something's going on. And,
Right.
all right, so.
Die instructions. What to do when Glennie goes to heaven. What to do when this magnificent heart moves on. And the spirit moves on. To 17 people. The cover letter saying that please take out the old die instructions and insert the new ones. And after that comes the resuscitation permission, New York State. You have to have permission by a doctor to have resuscitation. So that is there. And the next thing is the I guess the living will, the health proxy, and those are not to be changed. Andrew and Sandy are the health proxy, but the power of attorney has changed from Austin to Sue Casey. Then comes the Glendora's ultimatum. She does not want to go to a hospital. She does not want to go to doctors. She wants to die at home, as did her mother, her husband, and her granddaddy. She wants to die at home. And then comes the sending of this great body to the Albany Medical Center for a student doctor. Keep away from experimenting on animals. And outside today is storm number 10. And it is just a ground cover. And we came in from 59 degrees yesterday. The January thaw. Oh, it's wonderful. It's perfect. I wish everybody had it. Perfect. Like this existence in Happy House 3. On January the 13th, Saturday. Anno Domini. How many hours work was that? Oh, about 20. Counting Gregory and Glendora. About 20. What was the expense on it? Oh, well, at least $17 postage. And maybe $10 copying. 27, 30. Oh, about $30. And it will be posted today. How many years have you been doing die instructions? Well, 2007, this style, to 2007, that'd be 10 years. And then the ones before that with Franklin, and the Living Trust, and long before that, the Living Trust goes back to 2000. Then before that, way before that, the 1990s, the 1980s, and then Buffalo. Oh my goodness. 1980 to 2017, 37 years. Well, they're up to date now. Thank you, Franklin. Here's 20, 30 pounds, 40 pounds of birdseed. How long will that last? Let's see, Austin got the last one on the 4th of January. This is the 12th. Okay, it'll last a little over a week. And then How much does that cost? Oh, about $22. And then how much is the bread, frozen bread that you let rise and bake? Oh, let's see. 5 loaves, $5. 3 times 15, 15, 5, 10, 50. Oh, the bread is at least $20. But that's for like a week. That's the best way to spend money. Oh, folks, it's a whole lot more than a ground cover. A whole lot more. Does it look like winter? What time is it? Oh, about 7:30 a.m. The recycle bin is frozen shut. I put salt here. It's a whole lot more than a ground cover. It's sleet, so the temperature must be around 32, 33. It's between rain and snow. As it comes down, it freezes. Goody, goody, goody. January 13, Saturday, 2018, Anno Domini, the year of our Lord AD. Thank you, door. The lights just went off automatically.
I got a hunk of it off. It came off, so, yeah, that's good. All right, now.
Big hunk. This was a plastic bowl, and I didn't know it was in the oven. Dum-dum. Oh, Greg.
Okay.
How about a pair of pliers?
No, that's okay.
And you can see what happened. And Gregory got this out of his truck.
Yeah, so.
Whee!
Big hunk of that came off.
I think you're halfway there.
So, yeah, a little bit. So we gotta heat it up to get it back off. So it's kind of molded and melted on. So. Get figured out somehow. It's the only way to do it, so.
There's a pot holder right there by your elbow.
Yeah, I might need that, so it's a good idea.
Pot holder. Hammer's right above you. Hammer's right above you at your left elbow.
Yeah, well. It's pretty hard, so. It's pretty hard stuff, so that's the way it goes. coming. At least the oven's clean. The oven's pretty clean, so.
What temperature was the oven when this happened? 350.
Yeah, like 350
350.
for 350 for a little while there. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Let's scrape this off of here. There it goes. Okay. Get the little bits and pieces off of it. There you go. And then this comes off of here, so. There. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Just have to loosen it up a little bit, so. Yeah, this is a metallic plastic bowl that by accident we reformed it in the oven. It's in its second state.
Be not conformed by the world, but be transformed through the renewal of your mind.
Okay, there we go. That's better. And, get this in here now. This goes like that. Okay. Should come off easier, I hope. There it goes. There. It's a little bit softer. Well, I don't know, man. There. And it's really on there. There.
Hooray!
It's a big chunk. Okay. So. It's good thing I got this in my truck, so. Okay. There. Let's see.
Ha ha! Ha ha! Praise the Lord.
There you go.
What suspense.
This is a special show. Okay.
Victory over stupidity.
So, well, just reformed it. There we go. Okay, alright. That's a bit better, so.
Gregory Charles Washburn. January 13th, Saturday, 10:30 a.m.
Press pound.
Hi there, folks. It's Glendora. How do you make the judge laugh on Monday? How do you make the judge laugh on Monday? You tell him a joke on Friday. Now, they say that teenagers do not know the value of $1. Well, they do. That's why they ask you for 20. And old quarterbacks do not die, folks. They simply pass away.
6th to January 12th.
January 6th, January 12th, Facebook.
It states, who's calling me up now? It states, see, last week, page visits 11. That's my phone. Page visits 11, weekly total reach 89.
Okay, stop and erase.
And
That's not very many.
and
That must be yellow.
yeah,
That must be yellow.
That's something.
Facebook. Okay,
And let's see and that's a flood warning until Saturday 11:17 p.m.
Gregory did notice that the Glacier Kill was over the shore, over the banks, onto the...
A little bit. The water is high. It says 19 degrees and cloudy in Nassau, with a high of 20 and a low of 0. It says that the radar shows snow in view, and it's like lately we have like light flurries right now. And
The sun is shining, though.
yeah, the sun. Well, it's
See it?
yeah, the
See
sun.
this?
I know wants to come out. So
See that? I see the sun.
it shows the wind west northwest at 19 miles an hour. It says 71% humidity.
Okay.
And, the sun rises at 7:22 and it sets at 4:44.
722 and 444. 444, that's a magic number.
Yeah.
3 4s. Sun sets at 444. Thank you, Greg.
Well, I'm okay. I was Patrick asked me, he said, does Glendora cook her dinners? What do you do? Do you fix your own dinner?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Yes, I do. I cook vegetarian meat, potato, and a vegetable and gravy.
Wow. So it takes a little time.
And I make sure I eat Maine potatoes. They're so good.
Yeah. Yeah, right. So I was making all